This is not the video I expected to make for week 15. I'm gonna go into day 99, which was last Sunday, and I went for a run and tested out some strange bits of equipment in an outdoor gym. And then day 100, well, I'll tell you when I get there. I'm Hazel Brown, and this is my 365-day fitness challenge, week 15 roundup. Hello and welcome to the start of week 15. I have made it this far and not actually gone for a run yet, so that's what I'm doing. I've just done a 10-minute Pilates warm up for runners, so I'm going to get going. I'm going to attempt to film it, but I'm not sure how I'm going to get on. I've got my little tripod. Yeah, wish me luck. So far, it's really difficult. I have to keep stopping and walking, and I feel very painful. Pain in my shin bone. So I made it to the park. That's about 10 minutes tops. I'm going to do 2 laps of the park, and then there's an outdoor gym here, so I'm going to try that. So I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me with the wind noise, but yeah, I'm doing it. Not sure if I'm going to make more than 1 lap of this playing field halfway around. I promised I'd do 1 more lap, but I'm not sure I'm going to make it. If you cross paths with the same person twice, does that mean they're twice your speed? I'm not too sure. Haven't stopped yet. Gonna go. I've done it. Pretty sure that was half an hour of running, a little bit of walking. Just at the outdoor gym, which I've never tried before, so see how it goes. It's really hot actually. Probably just because I've run. So just looking at the equipment, I don't think there's anything that's really useful to me. A hand bike, not sure what that is, but because I'm doing a lot of upper body tomorrow, there's no point. There's a recumbent bike. There is a stepper, but that's broken. Assisted pull-ups, again, I'm doing that tomorrow. And then there's sort of the chest press, which does 2 different, maybe it's both, I don't know. It doesn't even have any settings. So the hand bike is the most pointless thing ever. Again, there's a reason why no one uses these things. So that one did actually do something. I have no idea what weight it is though. It doesn't say. So it's yeah, it doesn't say what kilos or weight it is. So that was that. That was the outdoor gym. Not going to use it again, I don't think. The only machines that were okay was the chest press, but you don't know how much weight it is, so I think you're better off doing your own stuff at home. I'm back from my jog. I've tried out the outdoor gym, which was, I don't know where they came up with these things, and also there's no way to change the weight, so I did some chest presses and pulls just to try it out, and it's definitely wet my biceps, which is good, but I don't really know what weight or resistance I was using, and there's no way to adjust these things. I did my 10 minutes Pilates warm up. I've just done a 15 minutes Pilates cool down. Cardio is horrible. Definitely need to do more of it, and I definitely want to have a little look at the amounts of cardio I'm doing versus strength versus all the flexibility stuff. However, even though it was really hard, I did find that my endurance, or the length of time I could jog for, increased as time went on. So as I got warmer and as I get a bit more into it, the bursts of running could get longer and the rest time could get shorter, so that's quite good. Day 100 tomorrow, I'm super excited, and I get to do trapeze for day 100, so pretty good. It has not been the week I had anticipated. I have now sort of processed everything, I think. Day 100, I went to Trapeze class as usual. I did my warm-up, which was absolutely fine, and the class started at 7, and I managed to get the first hour of training underway. There was a particular move that I did which I had support from the trainer, the trapeze teacher, and it felt very easy, but it involved a small drop, which meant catching myself on the back of my knees. I have decided not to share the footage of what happened. I don't think it is productive for myself to rewatch it. I did watch it at the beginning of the week, but I don't think it would be particularly beneficial to put it in. But anyway, so basically I did a move and then I felt really confident, and I was pretty confident in my ability to do it. But unfortunately, when I went to do it, my knees didn't catch. So so if I don't laugh, then I don't know how else I'm going to react. So basically, I fell from the trapeze. It was about 1.5 meters high onto a 10-inch crash mat. And thank goodness for crash mats. Everyone dealt with the situation really, really well. But yeah, as I said, my knees didn't catch, so I fell onto my head and my neck bent forward. The place I was training at, they all were fantastic and like dashed in and made sure I was okay. And then called 111, but they did advise that I go to A&E, which at the time I was really confused why I had to go to A&E, because I was not in any pain whatsoever. I was laughing, I was saying I'm absolutely fine, and everyone was like, just don't move, like it's okay. So yeah, I felt absolutely fine on Monday. I really did. And someone from the school dropped me off at A&E and waited for my partner to come. And then they headed off because it was a 6-7 hour wait. I got there about 9 o'clock or 9:30. But even when I was there, I really didn't think that I needed to be there. I felt completely calm. I wasn't in any pain whatsoever. I just felt normal. Like, strangely, I was like really, really calm. And I made the decision after waiting for a while to go back and get some rest. I made a decision at the time because I was in no pain whatsoever. I spoke to the triage person and I explained what happened, and he said, would you like any painkillers? And I said, well, no, I don't need any painkillers right now. I was kind of like, do I need painkillers? Like, I was just confused why I was even there. I'd watched my video a couple of times and I was laughing at it, and I was looking at, I saw the people around had pretty extreme reactions, but I just hadn't processed that it could be, at that time, I just hadn't processed it had been like a bad fall. What I did agree though was, first thing in the morning, if I felt anything and it had got worse, I just need to have a break because this is very painful. So I did decide in the morning that if anything was hurting and I felt worse, then I would go straight away to the hospital to get it checked out. So of course I woke up and knew something was wrong. First thing on Tuesday morning, I got a lift straight to the A&E at Lewisham Hospital, and I got seen really, really fast. But because I had a video of what had happened, it was really, really helpful. I had to wait a little while in the waiting room, but as soon as I'd got seen by the first, the nurse at the beginning, and showed her the video, straight away, because it was a neck injury and the way that I had fallen, she said I need to go and get the GP straight away. So within I think I waited in the waiting room for maybe half an hour maximum, and within minutes the GP was there. I showed him the video. So then suddenly I was told in a very calm way that they were taking precautions, that I needed to be immobilised, put in a neck brace and taken for a CT scan. Strangely, I was still really, really calm. I was in a bit of pain, but I didn't really understand. I didn't really process. I knew exactly what was going on. I felt totally normal, but in a way I was totally calm, and I was unusually calm, if that makes sense. They found a bed and just laid me down, so I had to lay flat on my back for a little while, and then they came and bought a neck brace, and literally straight away I was in for the scan. It was a really surreal experience. I felt a little bit claustrophobic because I had to be in a neck brace. I had 2 blocks either side of my head, and I had tape across my chin and my head, and I couldn't move basically. Like, I moved my arms and legs, so I thought to take my phone, and I'm glad I had my phone with me. But it was quite surreal then suddenly being wheeled away by this porter, and you feel a little bit like cargo. So I got wheeled away by this porter and taken for the scan and stuff like that, and then but I have to say, like, from beginning to end at the hospital, I'd never been to A&E before. It was not what I was expecting at all. Everyone was very, very calm. As soon as they knew what type of injury it was, I was seen straight away, and I was really impressed. I thought the care was brilliant, and everyone was really nice and looked after me, basically. I was well looked after. I only had to be in the neck brace for about an hour. And the only reason I was in it for quite so long was because there was a little bit of a delay getting collected. So I remember, like, laying on this bed, not being able to move. And I just remember, like, staring at this polystyrene tile ceiling and with fingerprints stuck in it. And I just remember thinking about how I was going to tell people this story. They got the results pretty fast. And he took the neck brace off because you only have to immobilize your neck if there is a risk of anything being broken. So they were just being extra cautious. But I'm glad that they took, I think I was really impressed by the fact that they took care and they did take it seriously. So as soon as I was back in the ward, like within a few minutes, the GP was back and he'd removed the neck brace and told me that everything was all right, but he just needed to go over a few things with me. But yeah, I was so impressed by everyone, and considering how busy they are, I thought the care was brilliant and everyone was so nice and very patient and very friendly. Basically, they gave me some naproxen, which is a strong painkiller and anti-inflammatory, and I asked a few questions about what I can and can't do. Obviously, I was in a lot of pain, but thankfully there was no nerve damage, there was no broken bones or anything like that. Before I carry on with the story, I just want to give you a quick rundown of week 15. So day 99, I managed to actually do a 45-minute jog and 20 minutes of Pilates. My jog was a combination of running and walking. And day 100, I did still manage to do 1 hour of trapeze class. Day 101, 102, 103, 104, obviously rest days. Day 105 was the first time I felt like I could get out for a walk. So I managed 3,500 steps. That required a lot of mental willpower because it was really, really painful in my shoulders and neck. So it's now kind of hurting me across both areas. But yeah, I also had to have a 10-minute sit down on a bench in the park before I could head back. So it was a broken up walk. Yeah, it may be a little while before I get back to it. Anyway, here's what happened next. On Thursday morning, I called 111 because I had this strange tingling feeling in my neck. So I actually had to go back for a second check because it is a neck injury. The important thing is that if you notice anything different or any changes, then you must let them know. So I had some very strange tingling in my neck. So I called 111, described what I was feeling, and they said to go back in. We did lots of checks and decided that because I had a lot severe pain in my right shoulder, we did lots of checks and decided that it wasn't broken or fractured or anything like that. So he went and followed up with a consultant because I had been back within 3 days just to double check. Because of the way that your nerves go horizontal in your neck, My sensation was vertical, so that was a good sign basically. So they told me to continue to take my painkillers. They gave me some stretches to, well, they gave me some stretches to do on the Tuesday morning actually. I'm still very uncomfortable. It comes and goes in the mornings, it's much better. But I've got a lot of pain in my neck, mostly on my right hand side and my shoulder. So on Thursday, what he had explained to me was, ironically, falling from a trapeze, I damaged my trapezius muscle. So, and that is the big diamond shaped muscle at the top, which attaches to your sort of your neck to your shoulders and sort of your mid back. Because of the way that I fell, basically they have booked me in for a physio session, so I'm waiting to get a call about that. And once I've seen the physio, I will then decide what's next in terms of fitness training. So I cannot believe it. Day 100, what a number, what a day for it to happen on. Day 100, I had my fall and I have not been able to do any fitness since. So I did 100 days of fitness and then ended up in A&E. The reason I'm so calm telling you this story is because I have processed what has happened. I am not going to leave it here. Whilst I can't do any upper body activity for a while, I can definitely still use my legs. I don't know what's next right now, but what I want to say to you is I am probably not going to do that specific drop on the trapeze for a while, but I am keen to go back when I'm fully recovered. I don't want to rush that, and I also want to show the other students that I'm okay, because it does worry me that other people saw that fall. Most of the time, if you do fall off, you're all right. You don't fall in an unusual way. You could have an accident walking down the road, do you know what I mean? So the only thing is, I guess you've got a little bit of a higher chance of falling on your head when you're up in the air upside down. But I just want to say that don't let it put you off if you've watched this and you think, oh my God, like, I never want to learn trapeze or aerial equipment or anything like that. I think that is the wrong approach to take. I am keen to go back. I'm expecting it to be difficult. I don't know how I'm going to feel when I walk back in that room, but I'm going to wait until I feel physically fit and healthy and there's no aches and pains left, or until I get the all clear from the physio that I can go back. So that was week 15. What can I say? I made it to day 100. I damaged my trapezius muscle on the trapeze. I really did not expect to be making this video this week. I am absolutely gutted that I cannot continue my 365-day fitness challenge. I am pleased that I made it to day 100. Week 15. Week 15. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. You can check out my Instagram where I'll also be doing some updates. And subscribe, please subscribe. You can catch up on if you haven't already, you can catch up on my fitness journey up to day 100. It's so frustrating and I'm so gutted because I'd literally just got to the point where I was happy with the muscle I was building, I was happy with the strength I was getting, and then suddenly everything stopped. But there you go. Please subscribe to follow the journey. I will now obviously be updating you on my recovery. So I will keep you posted on everything and see you in the next video.